Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, y'all. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Okay, break. Hey, 50. 50's a mic. 50's a mic. Check back. Shoot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He's got it, the tight end Allen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Get ready.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Donnell Pumphrey, but it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Man, I got you. Switch.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
And, oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. An update from Buffalo. The Dolphins, they're out to an early lead over the Bills. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Let's go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Back to throw here. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the draw, this is Fournette. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Going an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6-6, pull it high. Go.
On 3rd down, Bernard. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Back to throw now on first down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Alert 3,
80 weapons. Hit it.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's coming. Double
Leo! Fight!
Looking to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, you're trying to figure out which...
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. He'll have a first down past the 40. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. 20. And he'll take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
A gain of 14.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now Leonard Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On third down, Jackson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
On the double. 36 to Mike. Get track.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready? Mike 51. Hey, tight. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
To throw again is Jackson. Well, that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
Yes, sir.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now it's Jackson. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson. And the catch good. It's Eifert. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 27 yards there, a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, he's got a couple more downs to play with.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a carry for Bernard. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Ready?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the press. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken at about the 14. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Man, I got you.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Right here, guys. Fight.
Play action. It's Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup was just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
From the gun, Jackson. Well, that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the set. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a throw here to his running back. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make someone miss in the open field.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
Get it.
Back to throw. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Armstead. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
12 yards that time at a Cincinnati 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.